Hey guys, Ice McFall here, and welcome back to some more Raspberry Flavored. So, in the last episode, I started off by showing you distant horizons, how I could see super far, and now I can see even further because I loaded all of these chunks. And I did that by adding distant horizons to server side, but we ended up removing it because it was causing lag. It seems so anyway. So, yeah, I already loaded the chunks in, so we're good, but whenever I go exploring and stuff, we're gonna have to load those chunks in. But it's not really a big deal. I don't really mind. So yeah. Anyway, I wrote a whole checklist of what we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna be doing a lot today. I have a clipboard, of course, and I've written down everything I need to do in order to create our max stress steam engine. It's quite a bit. I'm not completely sure if we're gonna finish it today, but I'm gonna try my absolute best. As you can see, there's quite a few things we need to do all to make this steam engine. So first thing I want to do is the sugarcane farm for sugar. Surprisingly, I don't have that yet. So we're gonna be building all these kind of farms. We're gonna build them all like probably inside of the mountain for now, and then I'll probably put them in different areas and have a train collect them because I want to have them far away from the factory. So like, I don't want everything to be at the factory because then we'll just get a bunch of lag when we go to the factory. So we're gonna get started on that. So I'm gonna get all the resources I need. All right, so I'm at the steam engine and I've been working on the sugarcane farm. So let me show you that. I made a ladder down to this area down here. And yeah, this is where the sugarcane farm is gonna be. This is like 20 blocks of sugarcane growing, and you know, it just has the observers. Has one observer on each side. Detect when a sugarcane reaches there, and then pistons push these out, and then it gets collected by this hopper minecart going down into this hopper. And then I'm thinking I'm gonna put like maybe a belt along down here, and then it's going to go up a chute and make its way up here where I will have a place to crush the, well, maybe I'll mill the sugarcane down there to get the sugar, but it's all gonna come up here and then it's gonna end up on the conveyor belt to be made into the blaze tarts, because that's what we're trying to make with sugar. We're trying to make blaze tarts. So yeah, that's the sugarcane farm. So let's check that off. Next is the chicken egg farm. So that one's really easy because we already have that farm. It's been there for quite a bit, so I'm pretty much just needing to move that. So this is where the chicken farm is, and look at how much stuff this has produced. It's actually pretty insane. So we already have like a bunch of eggs, but what I'm gonna do is I'm probably just gonna stop worrying about making the cooked chicken. We don't really need that anymore. And the feathers, we don't really care. So we're just gonna get a bunch of chickens together and we're just gonna be only collecting eggs. So the way I'm gonna grab these guys is actually using the cages. I should be able to make some of these and pick them up and move them. Actually, what I think I'll do is probably just spam a bunch of chicken eggs. That'd probably be much easier. Probably kill all the chickens in here. This is gonna be pretty crazy, but we're gonna kill the chickens in here and then just use the chicken eggs to make a new chicken farm. Oh my goodness, that was just a massacre I just did. Alright guys, another update. We're back down here again, and I just used like 4 stacks of eggs or 5, I don't even know. We have a bunch of baby chickens now that are going to be laying eggs in this hopper that'll be going into here, and I decided this is where I'm going to put the conveyor belt in a little bit. So items will just go along the conveyor belt and go along there to be sent to be processed. But that is the chicken egg farm. Now we need the cinder flower farm, which is simply crushing netherrack in a crushing wheel. So all I need is some netherrack to be constantly crushed through the crushing wheel. Alright guys, I'm working on it. As you can see, I moved my steam engine. But yeah, I'm working on the netherrack. And you know, it looks ugly, this whole thing, you know, it doesn't look great. But yeah, at first all of this isn't going to look very pretty. I just want to get it all working, but later on I'm probably going to do a stream where I try to make everything look nicer. For now we're just trying to get the things, you know, working though. We're trying to get this steam engine going. Apparently this is going to need to be 8 blocks tall, by the way, so that's going to be interesting. But yeah, as you can see, this is how the netherrack is working. It's getting crushed, and yeah, it just keeps going through. It drops this hopper, goes up the conveyor belt, and then gets dropped through again. And I don't actually see us getting any more cinder flour, weirdly enough. I think it's getting like destroyed. So there we go. We got one cinder flour. We got another cinder flour. Okay. If it drops another one, there we go. So I think, yeah, we're gonna have to sort out the cinder flour from the netherrack. But apparently, that's kind of weird how if you keep the cinder flour in, the cinder flour actually gets crushed. I guess that could just be the case that if you throw anything in there that isn't supposed to be able to go, oh god, I didn't mean to do that. If you throw anything in there that's not supposed to be like a crushable item, like what's something, you can't crush a stick, right? I keep pressing the auto walk button on accident. Okay, if we throw like a stick in here, we're probably not gonna get that back, right? Yeah, it didn't drop anything. So I guess if you throw something in the crusher that's not supposed to be able to be crushed, that doesn't have a crushing recipe, it basically just erases it from existence. I didn't know that. So yeah, I'm just gonna make this into our actual cinder flour farm. We'll make sure this keeps going, make sure the cinder flour is getting separated, and then the cinder flour should be going to a chest, and that'll be our cinder flour farm. So yeah, let's get that finished. I've added a funnel onto the conveyor belt, a brass funnel, so that I can put a filter on it. So I put cinder flour on there, so now whenever cinder flour goes through, it'll drop off. And yeah, so we've done that, and I can check that off. So next is the cobblestone farm, and you're probably like, you already did that, you already made the cobblestone farm. However, I'm going to be making another one because you know, I'm not going to be able to use the one at spawn because it's so far away. Of course I could have a train go over there, but the chunks aren't going to be loaded, so yeah, it's not going to work. Right, so this was a pretty simple one, the cobblestone farm. I don't know, I'm going down here. I just made it over here. So at the end over here, it's literally just a water wheel behind this. I guess I can break this and show you. It's just a water wheel. That's it. I can block that back up. Connect to a drill and the usual cobblestone, lava, and water farm stuff. And then it drops into a chute, which then drops it down into these hoppers, which are going to be connecting to the belt I'm going to be making in just a little bit. But that's the cobblestone farm. That's 4 off of our checklist, so we're over halfway done. So let's go. So cobblestone, a lava farm next. So we got to make our lava farm. Yeah. Speaking of that, I think I'm gonna skip that one. I realize I placed that in a bad place. I'm gonna do this one later because in order to turn cobblestone to lava, you have to use a blaze cake. You have to use a superheated blaze burner. But I don't have those blaze tarts automated until we have the auto blaze tart assembly. So yeah, we're gonna have to do the blaze tart assembly first before we can use the blaze tarts to turn the cobblestone into lava, you know? Alright, it is that time again in the video where I say that it's been a few days since I was last recording. Because there was a bit of stress involved with this whole video because I didn't completely know what I was doing with it. It was, you know, usually I'm doing these like progress update videos and not actually like taking along for the ride, if you know what I mean. So, once I show you behind this camera right now, you're gonna understand why I was a little bit stressed out. Yeah. I did a little bit of things. Just a little bit. What was our clipboard looking like? Oh, I actually didn't even check all this stuff off, but look, we got the mechanical arm, we got the blaze tart assembly line, that's pretty much what you see in front of me. We have the cobblestone and lava farm, And the max stress steam engine, I can't say we've accomplished that. We're gonna have to save that for next episode. That's not today because I've already done enough. You know, I think I've done enough. But oh my gosh, stupid phantoms coming at the worst times, turning night. Like, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna sleep and I'm gonna come back in a moment. Wow, that took a while for it to be morning. I slept with 2 other people online, so I mean, it took a while, and it's still raining, and there's still a phantom going around, but I think we're fine. So I'm just gonna explain to you guys what's going on here. It's not completely working, I can't lie. Like, this is not fully functional at all. It's got a lot of problems, and you know, that's also not accounting for the fact that this isn't organized at all or looking good still. Like, I'm gonna have to rebuild all of this on stream, so I'm gonna end up doing that, but for now I'm just gonna explain what's going on. So alright, I should start down here at the very bottom where you guys remember this. So this is the chicken farm, and that's the sugarcane farm. They go into these hoppers, which puts it onto this belt, and then the cobblestone also gets put onto this belt, and they go up this chute that has a fan at the bottom so that it's pushing it all up. 0 stress units at the current speed. Interesting. But yeah, it goes up and it makes its way up here. The sugarcane is taken out of this and it's milled, and the cobblestone is taken out and it is melted into lava, and then the lava is given over here to these guys. And why is this unpowered? What the heck? I'm gonna have to get this running again so I can show you guys. Right, there you go. Should be started up again, and those are all being superheated again. So yeah, this is the conveyor belt. It's very hard to see. Anyway, you can see that it goes along this conveyor belt. All the materials are given, and these blaze cakes are being made, and they're being put right onto this belt. It's not automatically supplying the cobblestone farm or lava farm with any of these blaze tarts. I've just been putting these in manually. That's one problem with this, but you know, obviously that's going to be fixed later on. So the plan is to get like a bunch of blaze tarts made like this, and then I'm going to end up having a collection so that I'll have like a jump start for when I'm rebuilding this. I'm sure you guys have had enough of this. I mean, I definitely have. So I'm going to move on from that, and we're going to do something else. And that's going to be show you guys, we found koi fish, and I know you're probably like, why? What do you mean koi fish? And the reason koi fish is great is because it gives you the serenity effect. Koi fish stop mobs from spawning in a big radius around them, so it is super nice. Basically, you just have to have some koi fish around your base, and you don't have to worry about mob spawning ever again. It's amazing. Luca actually found the biome that these koi fish spawn in. We were searching for ages. Like, he found the koi fish over like 9,000 blocks away, which is insane. And he's made the nether portal there for us going to it through nether travel, because of course we're gonna need that, because otherwise how are we supposed to get there? It's gonna take ages. Luca has collected all of this ice manually and placed them all here, but what I want to do is automate some ice. Automate the production of ice. Oh my gosh, why am I stuck right here? What the heck? I want to make a create machine, a create contraption that's gonna automatically make us an ice road all the way down this tunnel. Yeah, we're gonna have this automatically drill all this netherrack out, and the floor as well, and it's gonna place ice there. But first, we need to automate all of the ice we need, so I'm gonna go set that up. It's gonna be a little bit of work, but here's my idea. To get ice, you need to compact 9 snow blocks, and to get snow blocks, of course, use a snow golem. But I tried that, and it felt kind of inefficient. Like, it wasn't really automatic, because I didn't know how to collect the snow from the snow golem quickly. You can actually use a hoe on coarse snow to give you a snow block, and to craft coarse snow you only need 2 blocks for 4, so you're basically doubling the snow. So all I need to do is automate gravel, and then we'll just be able to keep making coarse snow automatically, and then just hoeing it into, you know, snow blocks. So I mean, we're basically just duping snow, right? So that's the plan. I'm gonna have to set up a few create machines to get this working. I don't know if I'm gonna be using my Steam engine to power this. I might as well. It's not complete, but it'll be all right. And this will just be a temporary machine to automate ice. If we ever do need more ice, I'm gonna rebuild it later on once we have the factory actually fully going. Once we have the Steam engine working right. Oh my gosh, can you leave me alone? And yes, I know that the outside of my portal is so bland compared to Luca and David's. I have to work on it, and I'm thinking of maybe next episode or something like that, we'll design the outside of the nether portal, because, you know, it's kind of needed. Right. So this should work now. Put the snow blocks in. And goes. And we just need the gravel back. I'll just drop them here. Boom. Okay, that's too much for it, apparently. Can only put a stack in at a time. So yeah, there's snow and there's gravel in here. And out is coming the... What are these called? These snow... Coarse snow. Out is coming coarse snow. Out comes the snow block from this. And it's being brought back into it. It just needs more gravel, which we're going to throw at it. See, we already we already milled down all the gravel, so that's the problem here. Oh my gosh, it's flying everywhere. Actually, some is being put into here, which is kind of funny. We're getting some in this chest. It's because these conveyor belts are like super fast. Alright, let's chuck some more gravel in. So yeah, this is all kind of manual right now, but at least it's working. That's the good thing. If I put some cobblestone in here, it would mill it down into gravel and automatically put it into here. Right now we're just kind of manually supplying the gravel since I've already milled it all down. So yeah, I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna like let this go. We're gonna get a lot of snow, and then all I'll need to do is compact this into ice, and then we'll be good. So yeah, I'll see you then. Alright guys, I am back, and I'm gonna give you guys an update with the ice machine and the factory. So yeah, this is all producing snow. Don't even think about this part. Oh gosh, it's all going into my inventory. This part is very irrelevant. It's just being thrown into that hopper and then being put into that conveyor belt. This cobblestone appears being milled down into gravel and being supplied, and then the snow is also being supplied because it's being recycled, and it's giving us coarse snow, which is then made into snow. So yeah, we're getting all of our extra snow thrown into here, which I then take and I shove into here. Let's see. Is it there where it gets compressed into ice? Now, I'm going to be using packed ice, so I'm going to have to do something else to turn it into packed ice. This ice. And yes, it is kind of annoying. Every 9 snow blocks is only 1 ice. So that's a lot of... That's a lot. Like, we have to have a ton of snow to get the amount of ice we need. So I'm thinking I'm either going to manually collect all the ice we're going to need for the tunnel, or we're going to get the steam engine set up and I'm just going to make a really, really good ice farm. And I can't just sit here and AFK really, because I have to supply my steam engine because it doesn't like to... It's not completely automated. I have to supply this with cobblestone because the cobblestone generator isn't fast enough to supply it on its own. Sometimes I have to get this thing some more sugar, which is really just going into here and grabbing some excess sugar that we've had. Supply that. Even some eggs too. And stuff like that. It might run low on and I have to go and resupply it. So yeah, this whole steam engine's not really the best, so I want to do a stream and get this all fixed up. And since I'm going to be uploading this video today, I'm probably going to be streaming the day I upload this video. So in the next episode, I hope to have completed the steam engine, and then we might also work on the outside of my nether portal inside of the nether, because, you know, it doesn't look cool right now, and also mob spawn in it because I'm not, like, I don't have slabs out there or anything, so I don't want mobs to spawn in there. So that's another reason I want to design it. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.